Good evening, my children of the night, and welcome back once again to Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. So last time we played, we just beat Castle Wall, or the Watchtower, whichever you call it. I always called it Castle Wall, but I believe it's the latter. And we are now in a gigantic annex called Villa. This is actually one of my favorite levels because it is a free roaming level with no like pitfalls or anything, and it kind of feels like Resident Evil in a way. Like there are a bunch of puzzles you have to solve, and there is one part that I really like, which you'll see later. A lot of people would probably disagree with me on that, but nuts to them, I say. And I'm just diddling around because, again, I love diddling. I'm going to do a puzzle real quick. Let's see. Get out of here. I don't want that. For this level, I think the holy water is the best one. There we go. Here lies the Lord of the Mansion, Master Uldre. You see a switch. Do you wish to press it? Huh. I could have sworn it said something else. Or maybe that was the 64 version. Ooh, yes. Now I got the pink flame of doom. Get out of here. Okay. Here lies my beloved wife, Mary. You see a switch, do you press it? Yes. You're not exactly pressing it, you're just pulling a lever. Here lies my beloved son, Henry. There we go. The tombstone is so damaged it cannot be read. There we go. And we raise the platform to the fountain. This actually helps because there's an item up here. But to get said item, we need another item to unlock it. Isn't that fun? So you're probably wondering, Drac, how are you able to figure that out? Are you so smart? Are you psychic? Are you completely sexy it hurts? Well, I say yes to all three of those. Although, I don't know about the psychic part, but anyway. I figured that out because I just memorized it. It's always the same. But if you guys need to figure out yourselves, if you're not just watching this and doing it yourselves, there is a diary in the Annex archives that you have to look at, and it's written by the master of this place, and it subtly tells you which of those you have to hit in order. It's actually quite clever. And again, it goes with what I said about this game being, or not really this game in a whole, but this part being like Resident Evil. It's like this, we're inside a mansion. It's like, whoa, what a mansion! And now we got holy water. That's very good against living things. I don't know, that's how I said it. Oh, it's Spider-Man. Nope, it's a vampire. Whoa, what's with that? A little graphical error. Okay. Yeah, my way stiffy. That's probably unnecessary. A little bit overkill, but well, I did it. Just piss on his ashes. Okay, so fun fact, that vampire actually scared me so much as a kid that every time I encountered him or another vampire, I would quickly close my eyes and just toss my controller to my big sister, who's usually watching me play. And she was so much better at this game than I was. Yeah, I was a little pussy back then. But I couldn't help it. Archives key. I'm actually not really going to use the Archives key because the Archives key obviously leads to the archives, as I mentioned earlier, and that's where we need to read that diary. But I'm so epic, I don't need to read. So yeah, as I was saying before, me and my sister are pretty good team back then for playing this game. Oh, it is locked. Perhaps, blah, 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 blah. Okay. She was really good at this game. We never did beat it. I was the only one who was able to beat it back then. But that was many years later. It was at the time that she moved out. If I had the chance, I'd really like to play this with her again. But there are reasons. And yes, you guys can laugh all you want about skeletons being on motorcycles. But I don't think this year was too far off from having like actual vehicles. Plus, as we'll see later in the castle center, which, I mean, we won't get to as Cornell. We'll get to as Carrier Reinhardt. But we'll see some rather advanced machinery. And my theory is Dracula was able to just nab that out from the future because he's just that kind of guy. Or he did it himself because, I mean, in the series he did have electricity and gears and all that. His castle was like kind of advanced for the time, so if they can do that in the series, there's no reason why they can't do it here. That's my excuse for this. You guys are welcome. And I'm just going to throw it out right now that I wasn't really a big fan of the animated series. First season was pretty damn good. Second season was alright up until the end. Third season, very cringy. Last season, even more cringy. But I don't really feel like going into that right now. You feel free to disagree with me on that. I really don't mind. You guys can tell me all about it, how you guys really liked the series. I just didn't really think that much of it as a whole. But that's just me. We're not all the same. We all have our own likes. But again, you guys are free to ask me questions or tell me why you like it so much. And here we have Mr. Mudman, who for some reason if he spits at you, you get poisoned. And speaking of poison, okay, just wanted to make sure. Speaking of poison, that is one of the many status ailments that you can get in this game. The other one is getting vamped by a vampire. If a vampire latches onto you, he'll drink your blood and replenish his health. Occasionally, if you're unlucky, he'll also vamp you, which then you'll be unable to attack. Your skin will be pale, and after a certain amount of time, I believe it's a full day, you will turn into a vampire and the game will end. And you have your own little animation for that, and it's actually kinda cool. I don't know why. I guess I'm just twisted in the head like that. I always thought it was cool. I thought it was cool that your character's skin goes pale. Your character's skin gets purple if you're poisoned, though. So that's another nice touch, too. However, there is still some hope for curing yourselves. The Cure Ample cures the poison, while the Purifying, those little crystals I've been picking up, cleanse the blood, I guess, and cures the vamp status. I think there's a way to get both status ailments, and there's like a V and P. I think. I haven't really tested that out. I know there's like a cheat code for having that. And I know that's not a very good thing to have. Regardless. I think there was going to be another status ailment called fossilization or something, which it could be anybody's guess, but I think it was going to be like the equivalent of being turned into stone. How I know of this? Hello, Sneakies. how I noticed this, there is a item in the game's code called, I forget what it's called. What was it called? Oh yeah, potpourri. And the text said that it cures fossilization. And like I said, that could be anybody's guess. But it was an item that I guess was going to heal a third status effect. And again, it would have been very interesting to have. And yeah, surprisingly in this game you can't get turned to stone temporarily. Even though you do fight Medusa. There's also a couple other items, like the engagement ring, which is supposed to be like, I guess, an equipable item because in the text it tells you that they're like status upgrades and stuff. As far as I know, I think Carrie is the only one who can get that. I think by getting the bad end, but I'm going a little too far with that one. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it's very interesting. This game has a lot of unused stuff, which is kind of sad. Because this game is basically an updated version of Castlevania 64. This is basically before DLCs were even a thing. Rose Garden Key was used. Okay. Here is another cryptic thing in this level that I never enjoyed. This is another level that me and my sister got stuck on. We were supposed to get a key from this area. How do we get the key? You'll see in a moment. I hope I used the right card. There we go. You have to wait for a certain... I do like that animation, it's kind of cool. You have Thorn Key. Nice. You have to wait till a certain time of day. I believe it's dawn, early in the morning. And you will be able to get the item which I got called a Thorn Key. And that is... Okay, that's locked. I need a key from in here. And that is like... that is like essential for beating this level. Obviously, I'll show you guys what it's used for later. But it is essential for getting through this level. A chair! Nice description. But I really hate it because it took me and my sister way too long. And I think there was something in this level that told you that that would happen. But we were young and we never figured that out. Especially me, I was uber young. Ow. I don't think that ghost is strong enough to like knock me off my feet like that, but... I know I can hit one of these. I sworn there was a way to... Oh, there we go. There we go. It's just a purifying, but I'm sure it'll help me later on. I definitely want to be collecting these muns too, because there's a secret little thing afterwards that I kind of hope that I unlocked on this try. And if I don't, I got other tries too. Storeroom key was used. This is a cute little area where you can stock up on your meats. And save while you're at it. Roast beef. Oof, this might have to be a two-parter. I feel like these episodes are a little short, but I'm doing my best to speedrun this. Oh, cutscene. Mary! I need a drink! I'm so thirsty! No! Stay away from me! Why do you talk to me that way, Mary? I am the lord of this annex and your husband, and I'm telling you I need a drink! Ah, come on, Mary! Oh, I didn't see you standing there. The wife and I are having a domestic problem we're trying to work out now. I don't know what you want, but could you come back another time? Get out of my house. I'm looking for a girl. Damn it. Ada. Afraid I don't know anybody by that name. She had to have been brought here. I can still smell her. I said I don't know her, and I mean it. Anyway, I'm thirsty now. Damn it. Wait a minute. You will do just nicely. What?
Why, your warm blood, of course, which to wet my whistle.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the text in this game goes way too fast. Also, a fun fact, if you keep beating on that platform, this guy keeps dropping money. Because, I mean, he is the master of this mansion, Mr. Moneybags. A comfortable bed. That looks nothing like a bed, nor would it be anything that I would ever want to sleep on. Seems to be nothing useful here. A row of chairs. Like in Resident Evil, I like how you can examine things. And while most of the flavor text is just pointless, it's still nice. 300 gold. Cross, I don't really want that. Oh, another thing I like about this game, if you knock a torch down, or anything that contains an item, if you do not pick up the item, it remains there, and you can always come back and grab it. Hey, Mary. What's up? Oh, thank you, young man. Has he left? I am Mary. I'm the wife of that vampire! Yes, the vampire Oldry is my husband. There was a man named Gildy Reyes. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Gildy Reyes. And a woman, actress. They made him what he is today. He used to be such a good man. I mean, he still had a temper, especially whenever he drinks. But I swear he was a good man. After he became a vampire, my husband started coming after me. And not in the usual way. And even our son Henry. Rather than become a vampire, I've even thought about taking my own life. But how could I leave little Henry behind? Can I ask you a favor, stranger? Help my little Henry escape from here. Henry is hiding near the entrance to the garden. If you go out East Gate, you can escape by a secret path through the forest. Please take Henry as far as this path. As a token of my gratitude, I will give you the copper key. Be careful. There are demons lurking about the garden. Take care of my son, young stranger. Young man that I have no thoughts about. Just save my son, please. I would do it myself, but I'm too busy contemplating my own death. Anyway. So yeah, this is gonna be a two-parter, unfortunately. Because there's still a little bit left. There's actually a boss fight after it too, so yeah, hope you guys will be looking forward to that. There's quite a few more cutscenes and text too. Again, the cutscenes, not the cutscenes, the texts go by way too quickly, so I apologize if I'm not getting everything correct. But I digress. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, once again, please take a nice big bite out of that like button, as well as the subscribe button, because I enjoy getting little victims for my little circle, my little children of the night. And until next time, you guys have a wonderful night. Farewell. Now we're gonna be a wolf for a while. I really wish there was a way to change that. Ow. Not see what I was doing. Oh no! I gotta go all the way back up there. There was an